We are here to learn big data, friends, and we've covered the theory part. We'd understood why big data is something that we need to understand in the first place, right? Because currently the data that we are dealing with is coming up with a lot of challenges, right? And we have volume. Okay. Shubhani, you have not seen the recorded videos, is it? The videos are already there for almost everyone. In your LMS, did you check your recommended videos? Where? That Santosh, that means in that recommended videos, you will have one section called big data. Have you seen that? Let me see if I can show you something. Shubhani, I'm talking about the same thing. Did you see big data recommended videos or not? You go to any of this session, okay? Let me see if this has. You have the session, some session. Go to recommended videos. You see big data here. I was keep telling, right? I was keep telling that it will be added into your recommended videos. Just check if you don't have this, let me know. It should be there. It's there for everyone. Check it, guys, check it. If anyone is not seeing that big data module in recommended videos, let me know. Okay, coming back. So we have big data and the respective challenges with big data. And in today's world, the data that we are generating is big. Obviously, these 4 V's satisfy for the data, today's data. And then we have these various challenges with respect to handling that big data. And to overcome those challenges, we have seen the introduction of distributed framework. And the study was enhanced to a software called Hadoop, which comes up with 3 components: HDFS, MapReduce, Jan. And these 3 components are supported by these 5 Java background services. And we have name node, data node, secondary name node, resource manager, node manager. 5 Java background services. These 3 support the distributed storage, and these 2 support processing. And always remember, any architecture okay, guys, you don't see that, Shilpa? That's what you're saying? Okay, we'll talk in the, right? In the interim, maybe in the break, we'll talk about it. Yeah. Okay. So storage, we have 3 components, and processing 2 components. Any distributed framework will always come with master and slave. Right? It will come with master and slave. Right? So here the master service is your name node for storage component, and resource manager for processing component or computing, distributed computing framework. These are masters. And node manager and data nodes are slave components in the architecture. And when we talk about Hadoop, these are the features that it comes with. It is open source and free software. It is applied onto the commodity hardware. It has write once, read many capability. You'll have parallel and distributed processing capabilities. It comes with fault tolerance, reliability, and scalability features. And all these features, right, the most important things that we need to remember is Hadoop deals with data by partitioning, right? Because it has to work with storage as well, right? Of huge data. So it comes with partitioning capability. That is the feature. Partitioning, or we also call it a sharding. And by default, we have each split with a standard size. Each split or partition is called as a block. And we have one block with 128 MB size. Now, to make sure the fault tolerance capability is explained, we see replication capability. Fault tolerance is achieved by replication capability, and by default, the replication is 3. Right? So these are the primary features that we have to see in Hadoop. Now, in order to work with Hadoop, we need to first bring in Linux operating system. And this is your underlying operating system. We call it as the host operating system. This is your node. On top of that, we are having the Hadoop software, which works with HDFS, right? Storage component, distributed file system component. So this file system, which is for Hadoop, works on top of the file system of Linux, which is extension 3 or extension 4 or XFS. The current one is XFS. This is for your Linux file system. So we have to basically learn about Linux. We have learned that. We have installed it using VMware. We created a virtual machine. We had Linux. Then we have installed JDK because the Hadoop software that we're talking about is developed using Java, and it needs the environment for running the services and executing the tasks. Hence, we installed JDK. The recommended is JDK 8. And post that, we downloaded and we are trying to configure Hadoop services. We've installed, we have extracted, put them in specific folder. This is what we have done. And then we've also learned on defining the environment variables. And this is done using bash_profile file or bash rc. So we are using this system generated file, bash rc file, to edit the parameters. So here we are defining the location of executable files. And once we define this executable variable or executable files location to the Linux environment, you will be able to execute these files from any location. So here we need to define it in the path variable. And to execute, to do that, we use a function called export. And once the bash rc file is updated with the location of these files, we source it. We require to source it only once we are altering the bash rc in between of the session, right? Whenever after that, whenever I save bash rc and reopen the terminal, a new terminal, the environments are set. So if I type env here, you can see we will have our Java home already defined here. Because we have defined Java home. Of course, we have also defined Hadoop home. Java home. We've defined this, right, in our bash rc. Then we also defined Hadoop conf directory, Hadoop home directory, right? So if I show you the bash rc file, This is how the settings would look like, right? These are the values that we have added. We are basically pointing bin folder, which has executables to path variable. In order to do that, we are executing the export command. Similarly, here we are defining the path variable, LD library path. LD library is basically predefined, again, jar files and all those things will be there, right? So these are the system executables, Hadoop executables that we are defining basically. You just copy paste and make sure that the path is correctly given. That's it. Save this and exit. Now, once you're done with this, we need to edit the configuration files, right? Okay, let me see if I will be able to copy this. I wanted to do this. I forgot about this. Okay. Yes, this time I'm able to do it. Let me open the file. Why is it not opening? Okay. Okay. And unfortunately, we'll not be able to enlarge this because it is gedit. Gedit would not allow us to do all that. Right. So if I look into the Hadoop installation document, you see all those steps that we have performed. We've installed JDK, we've installed Hadoop, we've installed Hadoop 2.10.0. So please update this, guys. In your file, you might want to update these things so that future when you refer, you know what you have done exactly. .1.0, that's the file, and Java is 2.8.1. This is my JDK that I have installed, right? Latest one. Next, we will have to create two folders. Now, this folder will contain Hadoop files. Hadoop distributed file system is what is going to be created. It's like a specific storage location where your Hadoop related files will get stored. Right? So we are basically giving this location here. Next. Once these folders are created, we will have to go to the conf directory, configuration location. Now, if I have to talk about configuration location, we need to go to the folder of Hadoop software. We have extracted that in this location. We go into that folder. Here we will have etc folder. You see this folder etc? We open that. Within that folder, we have another folder called Hadoop. Open that also. So this is the total path. This is my software. Under that, you have etc and Hadoop. If I open that, these are the configuration files. So I'll come here on the graphical user interface. I'll go to the folder where I have the software located. Click etc, Hadoop, and these are the configuration files that I have to update or edit. In the older versions, Hadoop-env.sh was something that we had to edit first. In old versions, this was required, where we had to update the Java location. But now, the file is designed in such a way that it is automatically pointing to the bash RC parameter. So in bash RC, we defined the new Java home, right? So automatically, it is getting defined here as well. Java home is equals to $Java home, right? So it is automatically pointing to this. Gedit only. Gedit. If you want to open it, just type gedit here or right click and open with or open with text editor. How did we open bash RC file? If I have to open bash RC, I did gedit, right? Same way. Yeah. Did you open, everyone? Don't edit anything in this. Hadoop-env.sh. Don't edit anything. Just read the Java implementation to use. This is the file. Is edit, gedit. I didn't understand that, Shruti. Your question. Gedit space dot bash rc means you're opening the bash rc file. Gedit is like your notepad. What is your file? Your file is Hadoop-env.sh, which is under this location. Big data Hadoop folder. You are opening that bash rc file from some other location. That is the reason why it is empty. It has to be from your home directory. Bash rc is in your home directory. Close that bash rc. Close that window that you opened. Go to home directory. How do you go to home directory here in Linux? CD enter. If you see this tilde symbol, that means you are in home directory. Now you open gedit.bash. You will see the content. That's a system generated file. It cannot be in. Yeah. Now what happens is when we are creating, when we are trying to open bash rc, .bash rc from a different location using gedit, gedit is like a notepad, right? In that folder, a new file with the name .bash rc will be created automatically. Obviously, it is a new file, it will be empty, right? So you have to be careful in checking the location. Now we are not editing bash rc, mind you, we are editing the file which is here in this location. What is the file? Hadoop env.sh. We want to see what are the changes, what are the values it has. And in this file, everything is default automatically set. You do not edit anything, but you will see that it has Java setting enabled or not. By default, it will be there. You close it. Don't edit anything there. Okay, that's the first file. You come to Hadoop installation document, you will see that. Next, you need to open core-site.xml file. Here we have core-site.xml. We open this file. Now this file contains the default settings for your environment. We have done this already. right? If you remember, we have done this. Core-site.xml is basically having the pointer to your HDFS. So you copy paste the content from this. This is XML format. So here we are talking about property to property. Just copy this content as is and make sure that the host name is changed. Where do we get host name? We can see the host name here. User2 is the user ID @ host name. Right? So update that host name into this one. Now, once this is done, you close it. Hope everyone has done this. Anyone pending? Very good. Next, after core-site.xml, we are editing HDFS-site.xml. Yes, Ashner, only the host name has to change. Port name has to be as is. Port name should not be changed. Right. Next is the HDFS-site.xml. It is talking about the parameter setting for HDFS component. So let's open that. And here we will be able to add the block size, the replication and all that. By default, the block size is 128 MB and the replication by default will be 3. The block size is fine, but replication, I want to change it to 1. I don't want it to be 3 because I don't have clustered environment, right? Because I'm using a pseudo cluster where one single physical system is acting like a cluster for us to understand the subject. You cannot copy these multiple files in different nodes, right? Hence, we have to put it one. And of course, storage space will also be wasted, right? If I use it. So you need to make sure you're giving the replication factor as 1. You can change this replication factor based on your network configuration or network. You will change this replication factor to a different size. Then we have name node directory. This is where your metadata files will be located. Name node. Right? Once the configuration is done, I'll show you the metadata also. For now, it will be empty folders. Name node will be empty folders. Let me show you. I'll minimize this and I'll show you the folder which will be empty. Right? So if once you configure your Hadoop, you will be able to see the files. So here we are passing name node directory and the data node directory, right? That's it. These are the 3 properties that we have to set in HDFS-site.xml. After this HDFS, we are updating our yarn-site.xml. So let me open yarn file. Open this. Now I have not copy pasted last time because I was not able to do it. So now let me copy paste the content here from this file. All I do is I copy from property to this property. So till last. We copy this and put it here. And we have to change the host name. This is one thing that we need to do for this file, HTTP. Hope everyone has done this. So it will be at 3 locations, we need to change the host name, update the host name. My host name is HTTP, so I have to put HTTP, Hadoop, basically in short. This is the setting that we need to do. That's it. Okay? Yeah. Jan-site.xml. This is the file, guys. Update it and make sure that the host name is copied. Okay, I have a question. Yeah, Jyotsna, was it your question? You want to share your screen, okay? Share your screen. Okay.
Sir,
Hmm.
here when I open this core site XML file from this home onwards Hadoop folder onwards means I'm getting like this. But when I open from this, what is this?
Different location, it will be empty, obviously.
Yes, sir. Here I opened means gedit.xml. It is not showing anything. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, let me show you. Let me stop your screen sharing. Let me share my screen.
Okay, sir. When I open like this means it is coming, but
No, it's a very simple logic, Jyotsna. You're missing the point. Let me show you.
okay, sir. Shall I stop the share?
I've taken. Okay. Now let's say this is a Windows folder. Okay, this is like your Linux folder. Here I want to open a file. What I do? A text file. What I'll do? I'll say new and say text document. What will be there in this text document? It will be nothing. It will be empty.
Yes, sir. Well, new one, no? So that is good.
It will be empty.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's say I have the file already in some other locations with some content. Let's say this is a file. I'll have some content here, okay?
Okay.
Let me save it like this. But when I open this file from this location, obviously it will be empty.
Okay.
But when I go to this location and open that file, there will be content.
Okay.
How can you say it? Core-site.xml, when I open on home directory,
yes,
it
sir.
should have content. It is a different file altogether, right?
Yes,
You are
sir.
creating a new file. So obviously it will be empty. You have to go to the location and open that file to edit it.
Okay, sir. Okay. I understood.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sure. Yarn, there is nothing, Saurabh. You just copy paste this content which is there in the installation document. Copy this, just like how you did it for HDFS. You do it the same thing. Copy and paste this content, and wherever you see host name, you put your host name, your system's host name. That's the only thing that we change. Copy paste. Right, everyone that done with this step? Now I'll show you one interesting file. Okay. Okay, let me do it in Linux only. I'll use only Linux now. I'll open Firefox. This is like your Chrome or Internet Explorer, right? Web browser. The default web browser we get is Firefox. We have already seen that also. Let it open. It's taking a while. Why is it taking so while? Okay, got it. Okay. So in this, go to hadoop.apache or apache.hadoop. Is it? Oh, why is my internet not working? Okay, internet is working. So Apache Hadoop. Open this. Okay, hadoop.apache.org. Log in here. You see documentation given here. We are going with 210, right? Click on that. Documentation. If you come here, you see documentation. A lot of documentation is given here. HDFS, MapReduce, Yarn, right? All these things are given. Now, what we are looking at is the configuration files. Right? At the bottom here, you see configuration files. Click on core-default.xml. Look at those configuration parameters. This is the name, this is the value, and this is the description. Now, in our core-site.xml, we've used what? DFS.default name, right? Or I'll say default.name. Yeah. File system default name. What does it say? Deprecated. We are using right now default FS. It also gives you that information. So I'll have to go to that, right? So let me say default FS. Yeah, this is the file system. The name of the default file system, a URI whose scheme is an authority determined by the file system implementations. It's nothing but your file system address. That's what we have given in core-site.xml. You can also, as I mentioned, use the latest one, default FS capital, uppercase. This is an old parameter that we are using. Then in HDFS, we used DFS replication. So I'll close this. I'll go back to HDFS-default.xml. I'm looking at what? DFS.replication. So let me search for that. DFS.replication. By default, it is the default block replication. Block size, DFS.block size. The default block size for new files in bytes. Right? You can also use this to represent your block size in kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, etc. This number that you're seeing, the default number that you're seeing, is nothing but 128 MB. So you have these configuration files given here, and you can go through those configuration files, read them, and then try and understand these files. And these are all deprecated. Deprecated means updated. Right? So we can change to the latest ones. If you are using the old ones, you can keep checking that and then update your configuration files. So this is about configuration files, guys. Okay. Next, once we updated the files, once we are done with the configuration files update, now we have to create formatting of the file. Okay, we need to format the file. Okay. When I say file, I'm talking about file system. I give this example. When I give you a flash drive, let's say you're getting a fresh flash drive, you purchased a flash drive, right? Now, when you want to use this flash drive, initially it has to be formatted with specific file system. If you're using that flash drive in Mac, then Apple file system has to be updated into that particular file system, that particular flash drive. If you're using it for Windows, then we have to update it with NTFS, right? Similarly, for Hadoop, we need to have HDFS file system. So we need to execute this command to get HDFS file system created. Okay. Not matching with us. What is not matching with yours? I didn't understand.
Hello, sir. Currently, if you check the yarn on your yarn.xml on your CentOS, it is not like this. If you open your yarn, it's not like this. Jedit yarn.site.xml. It's different. You have
What
like
is it?
if you go down, you will see that in our side it's only until management no 8030 until the port 8032. We don't have this even the port is different on our side. It's 8025,
That's okay.
8020,
What see, that is absolutely fine. Okay, that's fine. We are configuring to say that you have to use resource manager on these ports. Port numbers might vary. That's okay. Okay, let me change these parameters. So I'll remove this. That's okay, guys. Okay, I removed them. That's fine.
Okay.
So what we are saying is I'll use my services here on these ports. That's it. You're defining it. So when these settings are happening, right, your administrator will identify the ports which have to be assigned for these services. Okay, I've used that file now. Okay. Now is it same, everyone? I might be using it from an old file, copy pasted from an old file.
Yeah,
That's
sir,
okay.
it's the same now.
Sure. There can be little differences, guys. That's okay. You don't worry about it. But the format has to be same. Okay. Port numbers can vary. All right. So now, once the files are updated, we are basically doing the formatting. You have to first format and then get the new file system for your new Hadoop file system. So this is the command HDFS space name node hyphen format. Everyone type this and execute it. If you would have done any mistake in the configurations like missing a slash or giving a wrong value, then this will fail and you will be able to see the message. So you're based on the error message, you'll have to go back to the files and then edit it. When I say files, these configuration files is what I'm talking about. If you have done the configuration settings perfectly, then you will not see any error. I've executed this file format command now. Done. You should see this message. You should get your control back and you should not see any error message. Name node fs image. This is the name node directory. Storage directory has been successfully formatted. Saving image file. This is your first checkpoint file. Right? Did you everyone got this message? Everyone, any errors, anyone? Name or sir? No. Okay, there is an error. Okay. Got it. Name or service not known.
Sir,
Mhm.
hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, again, I'm unable to unlock my screen, sir. Once,
Keyboard.
sir.
Oh, click on the blue screen. Use
Okay.
mouse button. Click on the blue screen and type any keyboard key on keyboard. Space bar, for example.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. So host name exception is what I'm getting, Shruti. The error says somewhere you have not given the host name. Can you share your screen? Share your screen, Shruti. Can you maximize it?
Yeah, one second.
The first window. Wait, let's read the error message. Scroll up a little. Go up. Let me see the error. Go up. Name or service host name not given. But where is this host name not given correctly? Unable to locate. Scroll up a little. Okay, fine. Just type host name. Okay. Now let's go to the configuration files. Open one by one. Start with core-site.xml.
You want me to open it manually?
Gedit. You can say gedit.
Okay, one second.
You can type here itself.
Okay. Do you want me to open HDFS?
Yeah, fine. Open that. We'll have to anyways open 3 files. So let's open this one.
Yeah.
Okay. DFS application host name. Hope the path is correct. For the name node and directory, name node directories and recording. Okay, fine. Close it. There's no hostname entry here. Open Jan-set.xml. No, Control C will not work.
I have changed this tree. Should I close it?
Yes. Open the core-site.xml. Barefoot.co. Stranger. HDFS. HDFS is also fine.
Is this FS dot or HDFS?
No, FS only. FS dot. Everything seems to be fine. Okay, close it. Settings are fine. Just run once again. Okay, do env once.
EN.
The env. Okay. Okay, fine. Execute that format command once. HDFS space name node hyphen format. Name node hyphen format. Somewhere it is taking wrong file name. Yes. Says unable to determine the host name. Okay. Let me just quickly check the file name. Okay. 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 Open etc. Just say cat. Type enter. You just enter. Cat space /etc / not hyphen /etc / host name. Enter. Cat / etc / hosts HOSTS. Seems to be fine. Not sure. I need to dig into this, Shruti. There's somewhere it's not. It's taking some default file, location, host name. Somewhere it has hard coded it. You have to check that.
Okay.
Strange error. Just copy. You copy pasted me the error, right? Okay. Let me look into that. Okay. I'm taking the control, Shruti.
Yeah, no problem.
Saurabh, the host name that you have given is wrong. Sorry, the path that you have given for name node and data node in your files, it might be wrong. So you have to cross check that. Check the path that you have given in HDFS file system, right? HDFS-site XML file. Okay. Yeah, 1 second. Huh? Yeah, it is with the host name issue only. Fine. We need to look into that. Somewhere it has hard coded itself. Okay, Saurabh, did you resolve your issue? Did you find the error? Okay, open your HDFS site.xml file. And see what is the location that you have given for the path name node directory and this data node directory. What is this value that you have given, and do you see these folders there? That could be the problem. No such file or directory. No such file or directory, for what function it is getting error? Is it when you're executing the command? Or are you getting this issue some other time when you're doing something else? This file. Okay, that means your services are not sourced. Did you source your file, -rc file? You might not. Okay, do one thing. CD, type this, Saurabh. I'm pretty sure this is the error that you're getting. CD $Hadoop_home. Do this and tell me what you're getting. Type as is. Yeah, in the meantime, others, you can execute the next steps. Next is starting the services itself. So your Hadoop is ready. Okay, you're entering into the file, is it? Okay. Then why is it throwing error? Okay. So then open that file HDFS-site.xml and cross-check these settings. This value that you are giving it, cross-check this.
Sir, for me, it is showing no such commands.
Which one?
This one only for formatting only. I'm trying to resolve, but I'm not getting.
What same? One second. What is the problem, Saurabh? It's same means? Oh, you're saying this is exactly what you have?
Command is not found for me.
Not you. Just hold on. I'm talking to Saurabh. Just
Okay,
give me a second. Let me finish with you.
Okay.
But do you have this folder physically in your system? Do you have that folder like this? Is that the same path? I think your location will be different. Okay, share your screen once. Saurabh, share your screen. Let's see. Okay. Do PWD. No, not there. Open that folder and do PWD. Okay, you're already done that. Okay. What is the error that you're getting when you execute it? No, you can type it from here also. HDFS space name node hyphen format. Okay, go to that file. It clearly shows what file. Line number 319. Under your bin directory, open your HDFS file. There's a file HDFS. Open it. Go to line number 319. Scroll down. Click anywhere. Click somewhere here. Your line number 289. Go down. 319. You have to go to 319. Click somewhere here. 277. Okay, come down. 315. So we need 319. Okay, Java is a problem. Java setting is a problem. Go to your Java setting. Okay, open bash RC once first. CD enter. Open bash RC. Gedit. Okay, 211. So you have downloaded an older version, is it? Big data. 2811. Go to big data folder. Go back here. Click on home. No, not there. The graphical user interface, there above you have home right on the left side. Click big data. Now, what is your folder name? Java folder name? 281. What did you give in bash RC? That's it. Save it, execute it, reformat, it should work. Bash RC, you have to source bash RC. Now use that format command, it will work. It's working. Yeah, Shruti, sorry, Jyotsna, you might want to share your screen quickly. We'll go to the next step.
Okay. Sure, like this.
Do ENV,
Yeah.
not caps, lowercase.
Okay.
Okay. Open your bash RC. I think you have not done your bash RC. Environment is not set here. Why are you doing it from here? Where will be your bash RC file?
Sir,
It will be in the home directory, not here. You have to go to home directory, CD enter, remove that, CD enter. Now do gedit bash RC. Okay, close it. Do PWD once. PWD. What did you give? What is your username? What did you give in your bash RC?
Sir, Jyotsna only, sir.
But what is your path? Open the big
Okay.
data folder once.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the path? No, when I say path, I'm talking about the location. Where is your location here? This location. Okay, go to terminal again. Let me explain that.
Okay, sir.
CD do ls first. You see that big data folder, the blue
Yes.
one first.
Yes, sir.
CD space big data. You can use tab button, Jyotsna, autofill. Okay.
Yes,
Do
sir.
ls.
Yes, sir.
Do ls and then PWD. First do ls. These are your softwares. Now do PWD. What is the path? /home/Jyotsna/big
Big
data.
data.
Now go to your bash RC again. Go to home directory and go to bash RC. Now, what is the path you have given there? Java home, Hadoop home. Is your user
No,
1
sir.
or Jyotsna?
Jyotsna, sir.
So that is a mistake that you did.
Sir.
Right? You even Java home. These are the mistakes, guys. So I'm taking time because everybody generally does the same mistake. These are common mistakes that we do.
Path only we are missing all.
Yes. Path only we will miss. Majority of the times, path. Next, positioning. Okay, close it. Do source. Space.bash RC. You are executing your source space dot bash RC file. Now execute your name node file. It will work out. It's working.
Okay, sir.
Did you change anything there, Shruti, in that file?
Like Jyotsna has done, I think I need to change the user one to Shruti to the host name.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I just changed it. Can you share my screen quickly?
yeah. Just now stop screen sharing.
Okay, sir.
You have to start services, Saurabh. That's what I said, right? Follow the instructions in this Hadoop file, the installation document. After that command, you have starting of the services. You see that start-dfs.sh, it will prompt for JPS works only when you start your services. No, your user is Shruti only, right, Shruti? You cannot change it to.
It was user one before. I just changed it to Shruti.
Oh, is it? Did we miss this? Okay. We did not. Okay, I didn't see this. Fine.
Yeah. Should I just save it?
Yeah, save it and execute. Password will be Ashner, the host name, the username that you are using, right? For example, if you're using user one, what is the password that you used for user one? Same thing. You have to source the bash RC file, Shruti, first. Go back to that home directory.
You want me to go back?
Source the bash RC file.
Sorry. Source?
space dot bash rc.
Okay.
Now just directly execute name node that file, that command. HDFS space name node space hyphen format. Okay. Somewhere else the same mistake is there. Exactly same mistake. Okay, open bash.c again once again.
Source? Is it source?
No, gedit.
Okay. Could you also look into this file once, Sharad? This
We'll go with,
okay.
so we'll go there. We'll do it step by step. Let's just check once this. I want to cross check. We don't want to redo it everything, right? So let me just check this first. Java home data. Okay, version is also correct. 281. Okay, fine. What file you are talking about?
This Hadoop environment.sh.
Okay, open that file. Did you edit anything there?
No, I haven't.
No, it will not be there here. It is in
This is where
file location.
I mean to say this.
No, it will not be here. This file is not located in your home directory.
Okay.
CD space hyphen. Here you will have that file. Do ls, you'll come to know. See that file, hdfs.env.sh, second column, first file.
Yeah. Okay.
Open this. Yes. That means it's already running, Ashna. You started it. You have not edited anything, right? Here, Shruti?
No, I haven't edited anything here.
No, that's fine. So this is not the issue.
Okay. So do you want
so
to
Java,
open one by one first?
Yeah, do Java. No, just Java space hyphen version. That's it. Enter. This seems to be fine. Somewhere some path location is missing. It says no file such file.
Okay, this one. What was the other file, Sharad, which was core.xml?
Type tab. Type tab. It will prompt you.
Okay, yeah.
Jyotsna, password is your username only. Username and password, whatever you have, right? The same thing. This seems to be fine.
Here, does it have to be user one?
Yeah. But this should not be a problem. It will automatically create the folder. Okay, save it. And Jan-site.xml also open that. S tab. Yeah. This seems to be fine. Okay. Just try once now. Name note that command. It will not show anything, Shilpa. It's masked. How can it show password? Everyone will see your passwords, right? From security perspective, it is masked. You just have to type it correctly. HDFS space name node hyphen format.
Sir, when I'm typing password, nothing is showing, sir.
That's what I'm saying. It is masked, Jyotsna. If you type your password, I can sit beside your computer and I can see what you're typing. Don't you think it is a security breach? It will not show anything. It is typing in the back end. You just type it. Type
Okay,
enter.
sir. Okay,
Type
sir.
password. Okay, Shruti, I think you just have to cross-check the entire steps once again.
Doesn't have, you're saying within, on the home screen, there is a folder called Shruti, and within Shruti, there is a big data folder, but there is no such folder called Shruti. When you click on home.
No, by default, home means /home/Shruti. You can do pwd here. Come here to terminal. When you do pwd, you see, oh. Your user is user1. How did I miss that? Okay, your user is user1, but host name is Shruti.
Host name is Shruti, yeah.
Okay, change the locations back. So you're doing it correctly only in the beginning.
Okay.
Bash RC. First go to bash RC. Home directory. Authentication failed means you have typed wrongly, Shilpa.
So these are
user one, spelling mistake, typo.
user one. Save.
Yeah. Password, if you're giving wrong, it will throw these errors, Jyotsna, Shilpa. Password has to be typed once, clearly. Take time. Once it prompts, slowly type your password, it will work. Yeah, source it. Go to that location also, your configuration files. You have to edit HDFS -site, and that's the only thing. HDFS, not core. Core, you don't have anything to be edited. Here, the location has to be edited. User one. Save it. Okay. Now execute once format. Let's see.
How about yarn file? I think yarn file is okay.
No, those are fine.
Those are fine. So execute is
HDFS space name node space hyphen format. Let's see.
Fingers crossed.
No, it's doing in the back and it is initiating.
I wish.
Sir, shall I share my screen once it is showing some error? It's giving some other.
The same error. Unable to determine local host. Just now, wait, no? Shruti, your system has some issue with the hostname configurations. So this is a different issue. Maybe while you're installing, where you're installing your Linux system, there might be some issues. So it looks like a hostname issue. Nothing to do with the files.
So how to fix this, Sharon?
I need to edit configuration files and all that. It will take time. I have to do research on why this error is coming up.
Okay.
It will take time.
Okay.
Let me check it offline and then get back to you.
Okay, sure.
If it is not resolving right, or I would also recommend you to scrap everything, fresh install everything.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, that's the best solution, because we are not here to troubleshoot and all that, right? So let's not waste.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay, so Jyotsna, let me show you first, and then you can probably understand what you have to do.
Sir, once I will share my screen to see once this is
No,
some
that's
other.
let me do it first. You see what I'm doing, then probably you'll get an idea on the mistake that you might have been doing. Okay, so all we have to do now, guys, is to start the services. Okay, everyone focus here.
Okay.
Let me share my screen. Yeah. Okay, so let us now start the services. After you format your Hadoop file system, then your configuration is complete. To start the services, you will have to use start-dfs.sh. Okay, now just to give you a history or overview of where this file is located, I will go to the software. This is where my software is located. These are the files. If I open sbin, there's a folder called sbin here. This is called as secure bin or start scripts basically. Here you have all these start and stop scripts. .cmd means it is for Windows command prompt. .sh means Linux file system. We are basically using start-dfs.sh command. So you can type it from any location. And when you start, remember there are 3 services that your DFS file system has. Storage component has 3 services: name node, data node, secondary name node. And these 3 services are generally configured in different servers in a network. When you're creating a cluster, you will have physically multiple systems. Now, each of the system will have different services, isn't it? So this is my network. In this, I want to have name node service. And here, all these will have data node services, right? So when you're starting the service, it will ask the host ID. You want to connect into that host to start your name node service. So it is asking for a confirmation on whether you want to establish the connection or not. So you say yes, it will establish connection, and it is asking you permission to log into that particular host. Now, for us, everything is a single system, but the working in the backend is same. The software works in the same system. It connects to the host where name node has to be executed. So give the password that you have given for user 2. Now it will not prompt what you're typing, but it will take the keys that you're typing. This is for security purposes. So what it has done here, it has first added, when I say yes, it has added the ID of my system into its file. There is something called as known hosts. It is going to record this ID into that script. Then it is starting name node, right? Next, again, it will confirm, it will ask for the confirmation that you want to record the details of this host. Now, this is to start data node service. So it will connect to the data nodes and then start the services. So here also you'll give it your password. So make sure your mouse cursor is at this space and then enter your password, type enter. If you mistype your password, you'll not be able to see what you're typing, right? So it will throw error. Be careful when you're typing password. So data node is also started. Then left is secondary name node. So it says secondary name node. These are the secondary name nodes. And here again, it will say yes. It's the same system because I have all the services in the same system, right? So it was asking for you to connect to that system. So again, you give the password for this user on the host. When you do this correctly, all the three services will be up and running. That means your HDFS services are up and running. Once you get the control back here, you say JPS, Java processes. This is a Linux command, and it should show name node, data node, and secondary name node. Don't look at this ID. It is system generated process ID. So ID could be anything. What you're seeing is this. Do you have those three names there? That means your services are correctly updated, correctly started. This is for DFS services, right? Storage component. Now for Jan, you have to type this. Again, if you say ls, you can see Jan files. Start, and this is to stop. If you want to stop the services, you will basically say stop. Okay, so I'll start -yarn.sh. Here we have two services, resource manager, node manager, right? It will by default start the resource manager on the server that you are executing. And then it will ask for the password to start node manager, right? So it is assuming that the service that you are executing, the system that you are working is on, has resource manager. So it's not asking for password, but for the rest of the four services, it is asking. Now, again do JPS and you will see 5 names. Name node, node manager, data node, secondary name node. I don't see resource manager. That means there is some issue. Resource manager is not started. So just retry it by stopping the services. I will retry to start the services and see if it will kickstart the services properly. If not, then I'll have to troubleshoot. Start -yarn.sh and then say, okay. Yeah. Name node, node manager, data node, secondary node manager, secondary name node, and resource manager. All the services, 5 names should be there. It could be in any order, but 5 names should be there. If you are seeing these 5 names, that means your Hadoop is up and running. Yeah, Ashna, sure. That's okay. I'll assist you on how to do that. Very simple. Okay, anyone has any issues in this? Yeah, Jyotsna, you are saying some issue. Oh, your formatting is not done. How is it working?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I mean, I have seen the other 2 other resources, the name node and the data node before. After executing the other step, now I can see 3 other resources, JPS node manager and the resource manager. But you are saying the other 2 are not here. So I have stopped the service and restarted it. And I can see only 3 of them now.
Sir, shall I share my screen?
Yes. That's strange, Shruti. I mean, host name, right? That's important for starting the services. So that could be the reason why you're not able to see the other services.
I saw it before. just before executing this step.
Oh, okay. So in that case, just restart it. I mean, close everything, stop everything, and then restart. Just how we have done start-dfs, start-yan. Same way you have to do
Okay,
stop.
sir.
Yeah, Jyotsna, what is your error? You are not giving password.
Sir, okay. Again, start.
Open terminal.
Okay.
JPS.
Sir, I did not do that starting of DFS, sir. Start.
Just do JPS. Let me see.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Start hyphen without space. DFS
sir.
.sh. Give the password. Don't be in a hurry. Give the password. If you have typed anything mistake, make sure you use backspace, clean everything, and then retype it.
Yes, sir. Username only, no, sir?
Not username, password. This is password, not username.
Password means I need to create or root password or like that.
How are you connecting into this box? How are you connecting to your Linux system?
Yes, sir. That one. That password.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. How like I'm connecting through this to this
How
one
did you
that password.
Yes.
That password.
It clearly says you have to connect as Jyotsna@Jyotsna. So your host name is Jyotsna, user is Jyotsna. This is your box, right? That's how you connected to Linux system. You have to give the password of that user. Again. It will ask again. For secondary name node, it will ask again.
Okay.
Yeah, now he's asking, see?
The JPS.
Yes. So name node is not started correctly.
Yes, sir.
Stop and start again. If you get same issue, then we will open the log files and check.
Okay.
Stop hyphen without space. Without space. Sure, Anita.
Again, start, sir.
No, JPS. Check JPS.
Okay, sir.
The services should be down properly. Okay, they are down. Yeah, start. Use up arrows, Jyotsna, in the keyboard. If you type up arrow, previous commands will be prompted to you. It will show previous commands.
Okay, sir.
So you don't have to type everything again. Saurav, are you sure? Because JPS is a system file command, Linux command. So it should work irrespective of what Linux, I mean, unless until if you edited something in bash RC, which is seriously impacting, JPS should work. Do LS, is it working, Saurav? JPS is not working, that's strange.
Sir,
Name node is not working for
Yes,
you,
sir.
Joseph. You have to open the logs and check. Give me a second.
Okay.
Saurabh, type Java space hyphen version. Tell me what it is giving. Is it giving the latest version 281 as the Java version or not? Just let me know that. Shruti, Jyotsna.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jyotsna, you
Yes, sir.
have to go to the logs location. Log location. So type big data, CD big data,
CD big data.
CD space big data. Is it OpenJDK, Saurabh? Or is it Java, regular Java JDK? Yeah, open that Hadoop location, Jyotsna. So bash RC you have not correctly given, Saurabh. That is the reason. You should not be OpenJDK. That's the reason it's not working. Oh. You don't have to remember the names, Jyotsna. Use tab key. Press tab keyboard. On keyboard, you have CD, type CD.
Okay. CD.
Space. Use tab keyword, tab key. It will prompt you the folders. What is the software folder? Hadoop-210. Open that. Type that name. You just type H and tab.
Okay.
Then hyphen, tab,
Okay.
autofill.
Okay.
Yeah, enter. Do ls again here. You see the folder called logs.
Yes, sir.
Open that. So this is the location. Do PWD. Friends, everyone, see on the screen. If you have any issues in your installation, Shruti, you also might want to check the log files. This is the location where logs are generated. So go into your Hadoop home logs. Okay. Open that back screen, Jyotsna. It will be easy for you. Let's not work in the terminal. Go to that backdrop. Yeah. Open big data folder. Hadoop folder, logs folder. Here, what service it is not working? Name node, right?
Name, yes, sir.
So you'll see name node file with .log. No, just beside that. That is out file. We need log file, .log.
So, log.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fourth, yes. Right click and open that file. .log friends, that is the file name. Scroll down all the way. Last. Ah, okay. Scroll a little up. The error message. Where does the error message start coming? Scroll up. Do we see any other error or is this the only error? Now wait. Storage directory does not exist. Okay, open terminal. I want you to go out of the cd space, cd space, sorry, cd space dot. Again, do the same thing, cd space dot. Here we have Hadoop DFS folder. Open that folder. ls. Name node is there. Why is it saying it does not exist? Okay. Do pwd. What is your name node folder? home/Jyotsna/big data/Hadoop DFS. But in your system, in your HDFS-site.xml, you have given user1 there.
Yeah, same location.
See that path? What does it say? /home/user1/big data/HDFS Hadoop DFS name node. So that /user1 is there, right? That's the
Yes,
mistake.
Here,
Shut down the services. What you have to do, I'll explain. Shut down the services. That's the first step.
shut down the
Then-
service.
Yeah, stop services, right? You know already how to stop. That's the first step. Then second step is, write down. First step is to stop the services. Second step is to go to the folder where you have the configuration files. There, hdfs-site.xml, you will see the file path. I mean, the name node path, name node and data node path. You have to update that file, hdfs-site.xml file.
Sir, here I did not get from this one onwards. Stop onwards once again.
Okay, you stop the services, right? How did you stop the services?
Stop -DFS.
Yes, so that's the first step you do. Okay.
Sharit, for Jyotsna, it's Jyotsna here and user1 there. But for me, everywhere it's given as user1. And why do you think I'm getting the same error?
No, yours is a different scenario, Shruti. It's related to the host name, not for the path. That's different issue.
Okay.
Jyotsna, record this. First one is stopping. You're doing that. Second step is go to the configuration location. We have edited hdfs-site.xml file, right? Go to that location, open that file, hdfs-site.xml file. That file, you have to edit the path. You would be giving name node and data node locations there. Edit the path so that user one is removed.
Okay, sir.
Third step, format your HDFS again. HDFS space name node hyphen format. Once you format, then you again start the services. It will start up normally. So these are the steps that you have to do.
Okay, sir.
Done.
Understood, sir. I will do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Any issues? Or you guys able to see the 5 names? No issues. Saurabh, JPS not found. This is strange. It's not JSP, JPS. JSP is not there. Yes. JPS not found. But I think your issue was with OpenGDK issue, right? I think we discussed. Yeah. Okay. Share your screen. Open bash RC. Forget everything. Open bash RC. Where is your bash RC? Home directory, right? Yeah. Perfect. Go there. Yeah. Not CD. It's a file, not CD. CD, not CD. Gedit. Export Java home is equals to path is equals to Java. $Java home. Okay. Export path is equals to $Java home. Second line. Yes. $. Yeah, that's it. So you have to close this, source the bash RC again. Source bash RC. Now say JPS. Done. Start Jan services also. Start, not star. Use tab. Use tab. Yeah, it's going to work now. All right. See, these are small issues, guys. Why I'm making you people to do all this is you will get familiarized with Linux, one thing. Second is the configuration files, addresses, and the parameters that we need to remember. Third, how do we understand the services? How do we start the services? How to stop the services, right? And when I talk about formatting the file system, configuring these files, you'll understand the overview of the entire architecture of Hadoop. That's the reason why we are doing it. But as a data scientist, you don't have to install at least. You're not expected to install the services, okay? So network administrators, system administrators, right? Your Hadoop administrators, admins will be doing these installations, not you. But having an idea is always beneficial because that gives you the overview of the architecture. And you have observed now, right? I'm pretty sure you have learned a lot of Linux today. Okay, at least that. Now, installation is done, configuration is done, Hadoop services are ready. Right? Ashner, I mentioned, right? I'll help you. We'll talk about that offline, okay? Okay. Next is Once the services are up and running, we can go ahead and start using Hadoop file system. Now remember, Hadoop file system is a virtual file system. Physically, it is not there, right? But it is virtual file system. And for you people, you have Hadoop commands here in distributed framework and Hadoop, right? You have this Hadoop file system commands. These are Hadoop related commands. It's just like Linux commands, guys. Okay. The only difference that you will have is in Linux commands, we directly say ls. For example, if I have to look into the file system, I'll say ls/. ls is the command. And this is the location for which you want to see the content. Now, if I just type ls, that means by default, it is taking dot. Dot means current location. That's what we are typing, right? We are saying ls enter. That nothing but ls dot, where dot means current location. Now, whatever we do, like cd, folder name, we say mkdir, the folder name, right? Now we have done few commands. So whenever you do Linux commands, it's working on XFS file system, Linux file system. Okay. Now, if I have to work with HDFS file system, remember it is physically not existing, but virtually existing. So you have to mention that the file system is HDFS where you want to type the command. Hence, you use the keyword Hadoop FS. Hadoop FS. So this is the keyword that we type. Hadoop space FS. That means on my Hadoop file system, I want to run a command. What command? You'll say hyphen the command name and then slash or folder name. Right? So this is the keyword that you have to use for Hadoop file system commands. These are the list of commands. You can try and do it. Anyways, we will do it in the next class. I'll explain, I'll run through them. One thing you need to remember is Hadoop has a feature which talks about write once,
Read many.
read many. Exactly. That means once you create a file, once you write a file, let's say the file name is X, you cannot edit this. Once it is written, it is written. So any file, any commands on Linux file system which allow to edit will not work in Hadoop file system. For example, gedit, the file name, allows us to edit and update the file, right? That's what we are using, gedit command. Gedit will not work here on HDFS. There is another command called cat. This is to read the content. That would work here in Hadoop. So anything that allows us to update on Linux file system will not work on Hadoop. Apart from that, most of the commands on Hadoop will work, right? And you have to use HDFS command, the Hadoop FS as the keyword. Okay, so try and practice this. Okay, and yeah, Ashner, for you, right? We'll discuss offline. I'll give you a script which can help you to install a cluster, but make sure you have the hardware resources. If you have, then nothing like it. We can easily do it. Hardware is mandatory. Okay, so Ashner, one more question. When you create this network of systems, right? We're talking about systems which are interconnected in a cluster. Let's say you have 3 nodes. Do I ping them? Can I ping them? Is there any communication enabled between the 3 nodes?
Sir, currently, I set it up with the, for example, sir, the VMware OS, right?
Yes.
The hypervisor level 1, which means that
Mhm.
the OS itself is the VMware. So
Hmm.
currently I set it up in one server. So currently I installed 3 CentOS OS with the normal installation, and then of course I can ping them.
Okay, next. Do I have IP addresses, right? The internet that you're enabling, the network,
Yes.
is that network static?
Yeah,
Can I have
the
it
configuration
static?
is static. Mm-hmm.
Static
That's
means the
correct.
IP address will be fixed.
Yes, the same as this one, right? Set it to the static. We set it on the
No,
network.
what we have done is not a static IP.
Yeah, on my system, I set it on static. Yes.
Oh, you have a static IP.
Yes.
You set it. Okay, then fine. We'll be able to do it. I'll explain what you need to do. There are a couple of steps that you have to do additionally. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. We'll discuss this offline, Ashnar. I'll share the file. You can follow that.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Can I have your email or number?
Now, I think you already pinged me, right? In
Not yet,
WhatsApp, I
sir.
think. Oh, you've not pinged me.
Really?
Who?
Not
I
yet,
think
sir.
I'm getting confused. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. I'll take it from Uma. Okay. No worry.
Okay,
You
sir.
pinged me, right, Ashnar? NDA. You pinged me the NDA AI project.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I remember now. I just pinged you the NDA a while ago.
Yes. So same idea. I'll message you the file.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Shilpa. Ashnar. Yeah, we'll discuss offline. So Shilpa, coming to your question, you have LMS account. Which batch you need to have? What batch you have that you need to check, and post that. If I go to any batch, if you see recommended videos, if you click on that, you see the first one. It is big data. This is given for everyone, Shilpa, by default. When you click on it, it is redirecting you to YouTube channel, and these are the videos that we are having now. Okay, these are private channel. Access to these are restricted. Only you people will have access to these files. Yeah, that's it. That means you have access. Yeah. All right, friends, that's it. Thank you. We'll connect again on 27th. Tomorrow is a national holiday in India. So we'll connect on 27th. Okay, thank you guys. Good night, everyone. Thank you.